Joe Rogan said something so shocking during his podcast with Donald Trump that could mean that he would prefer Donald Trump to win. Here's what he said.
First of all, I love this idea of you teaming up with Robert Kennedy.
Right.
And I love this Make America Healthy Again idea.
So I think I should address this first before we get into the video. Now, Joe Rogan hasn't come out to publicly endorse any candidate. So he hasn't endorsed Kamala or Donald Trump. But for Joe Rogan to come out publicly and say that he likes the fact that Donald Trump is teaming up with RFK shows at least that there's something about Donald Trump's administration that he admires. There's something right about Donald Trump's administration that he supports. If Joe Rogan thinks that Donald Trump is unfit for office, then it really shouldn't matter to him who is on Donald Trump's team or not. Most of what I can recall Joe Rogan saying about Kamala Harris is slightly negative. So I'm going to play a clip of some of the things that Joe Rogan has said about Kamala Harris.
So everybody forever was like, Kamala Harris is the worst vice president. She's the least popular vice president of all time. And then in a moment in time, all of a sudden she's our solution. She's our hero. Everybody's with her. All these social media posts about her. Try Googling a negative story on her. You won't find one.
You could say, well, that's not enough evidence for me to conclude that he would prefer Trump to be president. Well, you're actually right. It seems like a long stretch, but there's a conclusion that both of us can agree on, which is he thinks that there's something dubious about Kamala Harris's administration. I think that one is undisputable. We can both agree on that. And who in their right mind is going to prefer someone that personally you believe that this person is dubious, then you would prefer that person to be your president? I think that would be a contradiction to his thought process. Now, just in case I haven't made my point clear enough, or my the parameters I'm using to derive my conclusion is not as clear as I'm making it look, there's something else Joe Rogan said during this same podcast that is even more shocking and will solidify this point even more. But before we get to that clip, kindly support the channel by leaving a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sure you know how much likes and subscription, I'm sure you know how much all those things work together to really help your channel grow. I don't want to bore you with that whole long talk. I'm sure you know it already. So just take a second and leave a like. Thank you very much. There's a particular topic concerning Donald Trump that even his diehard fans tend to disagree with him on. And that topic is election fraud. Now, when that topic came up on the podcast, here's what Joe Rogan had to say about it.
So if you ask me, what is the amount of election fraud in this country? Is it 0%? No one thinks it's 0%. And also, you have a lot of weirdness that was going on during the 2020 elections, particularly with mail-in ballots.
Now, we can all agree that that is not a popular take. You can hardly find a celebrity or a prominent person, a public figure, that agrees with Donald Trump on the situation surrounding the 2020 election. That is not a trivial matter, because one of the only reasons why Democrats say that Donald Trump is a threat to democracy is because he questioned the 2020 elections. So Joe Rogan is putting his integrity on the line for Donald Trump. I think that's a very, very huge thing to do. And I don't think he would be compelled to do something like that for someone he doesn't support. A lot of celebrities, a lot of other public figures that claim to support Trump, they all support Trump till that point where they start talking about election fraud, and they try to remove themselves, demarcate themselves from Donald Trump's views. But Joe Rogan did not do that. And to me, that is a very big deal. And I think that's the biggest indicator that Joe Rogan is actually in support of Donald Trump. Since Elon Musk came out to publicly endorse Trump, a lot of other celebrities have been coming out slowly to... Since Elon Musk came out to publicly endorse Trump, a lot of other public figures have been coming out recently to show their support for Trump and his administration. So I'm sure that Joe Rogan will join this trend very soon, because I'm convinced that right now, Joe Rogan is secretly hoping that Trump wins. If you think I'm right, let me know in the comment section. And also, if you think I'm wrong too, still let me know in the comment section. I stand to be corrected. If you have a good point, I'll surely switch over to your side. I hope you enjoyed this episode. See you guys in the next video. Peace.